On Monday, Israel struck the Nasser hospital not once, but twice, killing at least 20 people, including 5 journalists, multiple first responders who had rushed to the scene, Danny, after the first strike to pull people out of the rubble. And then they were hit, and 3 of those journalists were killed in a second strike. A double tap, the kind of thing that Al-Qaeda and ISIS in Iraq used to do, what Assad has done in Syria, what Putin has done in Ukraine. Those are war crimes, are they not? Attacking a hospital without warning, killing journalists, killing first responders in multiple strikes, and then saying it was a mistake. No, it was deliberate, cold-blooded.
No, I'll tell you what's the difference. The difference is that Putin, Hamas, Assad, they never apologized for any death. Here, Netanyahu himself, the IDF, they said it was a mistake and we apologize. And when we apologize, it means we are going to investigate and correct the things.
Okay, hold on. But why do it in the first place? It wasn't an accident. You did a double tap strike on a hospital. An apology is not enough when you do a war crime like that.
No, well, from what I understand is that there was a position. See, that's part of the problem. You know, when Hamas is embedded, when Hamas is using their own population, their civil population as human shields, when they put, whether it's surveillance or guns on top of mosques and hospitals.
There were no guns on top of the Nasser hospital, as you know. That's a lie. Danny, Ayalon, there were no guns on top of the Nasser hospital.
Mehdi,
that's a lie. Can we just clarify? That is a lie. There were no guns on top of the Nasser hospital.
Listen, you know that according to the Geneva Convention, if a hospital or any other civilian place is used for terror, it's a legitimate target.
So you did attack it deliberately. Hold on, is it an accident or did you attack it deliberately? You're telling me 2 different things at the same time.
It was, okay. It was attacked deliberately because the soldiers on the ground saw that there was a surveillance camera there that is directing snipers at them. Now, you know what was, from what I understand, you know what was the mistake? The mistake was that they did not use a pinpoint, like a drone, something, just at the camera. They used a tank. And this is what we're investigating. Who gave the order to do it with a tank? They shouldn't have done it with a tank.
Danny, isn't the problem here that you say there's an investigation? I've been following this conflict. I've been following Gaza for many years. You and I have spoken many times over the years. The Israeli investigations are worthless, are they not? Let me give you an example. In March. No. Well, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, and then you can respond. Hold on, Danny. Let me give you an example, and then you can respond. In March, near Rafah, a group of 15 paramedics and aid workers driving in clearly marked emergency vehicles and uniforms were shot and killed by the Israeli military, who claimed after the killings that they were advancing suspiciously, that the lights were not on, that there were Hamas fighters on board, that they were in a combat zone. None of those things turned out to be true. Sky News, other media investigated this using satellite imagery, audio recordings. All of the Israeli claims turned out to be false. Israel admitted the claims were false. Those paramedics were killed in cold blood, one by one, according to the UN. Some from as close as 12 meters away. Gunshot wounds to the head and torso. Paramedics in uniform. They were then buried in a mass grave. Their ambulances were crushed. The entire thing was a cover-up. Israel says we're going to investigate it. Do you know how many soldiers were prosecuted as a result of that investigation? 0. The deputy commander was fired. Danny, 15 people were killed. Not a single Israeli soldier was charged, let alone prosecuted.